Stop. Selected. Photo. Screen recording. Heading.
Alright everybody, welcome to another
Selected.
video.
Settings.
It's been a while. Today I'm going to actually be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be exploring an application for the blind.
Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off.
Well, not exactly the full app today. We're just going to be exploring one game that I actually think a lot of people may find beneficial. And this is for those of you who are a part of a special education class and are working with blind kids at basic spelling and word building. And as the hint suggests, the game we're going to be introducing today is actually called Word Builder. We're going to be looking at it in Game World.
App switcher. Settings. Active. Game World. Active. 0 comments. But Game World. Settings. Settings. Speaking. Volume. Audio. Speaking. 55%.
Speech a bit.
50%. 50%.
Okay.
Home. Verticals. Home.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bottom tab bar, and we're going to go to the Games page.
Games. Button. Games. Back. But. Game. Help. Go. Selected. One play.
Now, you don't need to worry about everything else in here if all you're going to do is word building. There is other curricular little things that you can try, like Ludo and a bunch of other things, but I'm not so sure. Ludo's a bit complicating, and that requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of understanding, whereas Word Builder is not too terrible. It's actually quite easy. So we're going to look for Word Builder.
Trivia Trail. Trivia Trail. But Word Builder. Okay. Button. Button. Direct touch. Double tap to select.
Now, the cool little thing about this is, as soon as you enter the game, you get these sound effects. These little sound effects. Now, as a voiceover user, you do need to turn on direct touch mode. So if you're a teacher of the visually impaired, you're going to need to know how to use VoiceOver efficiently and how direct touch works for applications that don't exactly have the accessibility built in directly. Which in this case, this app claims it does for some games, but not for all games. And this is one of those. So you're going to be using VoiceOver Direct Touch for this, which you'll need to enable it in the rotor by either moving your fingers clockwise or counterclockwise across the screen. So you want to turn on Direct Touch mode. And once that's set to on, VoiceOver will start talking when you maneuver the menus.
You have 423 gold.
Now, I've played a little bit, and I've used some of the gold points that I've had. So you originally start, when you first download Game World, you actually start out with 500. And some of these word building things can be complicating, in which case you do need hints, which will deduct from your gold value. So keep that in mind and try to use your brain when you do this. Some of the words are going to be easy, like some levels can be very easy, to which you don't need to use hints. But the objective is to try to get through the whole thing without needing the hints. So I'm going to go where I last left off, and we're going to pick up there, and I'm going to show you how this all works.
Paint button. Double tap to select.
So this is level 1, and I'm actually going to show you all of these. You have a lot of levels, and once you beat the whole thing, which there's a lot in here, it's going to take you forever. It'll take forever to beat the whole game. But if that's what you're working for mastery with your kids, if you're in a special needs class, then perfect. Hey, you can actually praise them for however much they would get completed. Even if you ask them to do only a certain amount and they go overboard, just because, let's say, they want to, or they're trying to do something by themselves just to keep them busy. This is a great activity to keep kids in a special needs class for the blind busy. This is a great activity for that, but they do need to know or have an understanding of the alphabet. So maybe first grade or second grade level, this would help. Because it especially goes very slow, so you don't need to go at a very fast pace for this to count. You can go at your own pace, but you kind of got to go a bit slow. So these are the levels I've unlocked starting out with paint. I just completed shelves
button,
this morning, I believe.
double tap to
yesterday
select,
morning. And I am currently on
trim, button, double tap to select,
that's level 3. Now I'm going to go through the next few.
tile, floors, disable, button,
deck,
double, floor, disable, button, double tap to select,
and voiceover tends to kind of cut out, so it's kind of like a little speech thingy to hear.
disable button, disable button, double tap to select.
You need to try to hold as still as possible, I think, so that it doesn't move.
Remodel, deck, disabled, button, double tap to select.
I don't know why it did that. Deck is level 4, I believe.
Windows, disable button,
Windows,
double tap
bathroom,
to select, disable
kitchen,
button, disable, addition, disable button, double tap to select, residential, foundation, disable button, double tap to select.
Okay, so I think these are like different categories and stuff. Foundation is one of them.
Remodel, addition, disabled,
Addition,
button, disable button,
foundation,
disable button, disable button, double tap to select.
It's not really letting me read it all the way.
Framing,
Framing,
disable button, disable button,
plot,
double tap to disable button, disable button, double disable button, disable button, double tap to select.
I'm gonna just like let it.
Plumbing, disabled, button, disable button, double tap to select. Roof, disable button.
I'm just gonna kind of let
tap
it
to select. Disable,
oh no, it's gonna go too fast.
Disable button.
My bad.
Double tap to select.
Okay, so plumbing.
Roof, disable button.
Roof.
Double tap to select.
What's this one?
Plumbing, disable button. Roof, disable button. Disable button. Disable button.
Electrical.
Double tap to roof. Disable button. Double tap. Roof. Disable button. Disable button. Double tap to select.
Okay, this is going to take a long time to get through all this, but I do want to show you all the levels, just the navigation part of it.
Residential, commercial, planning, disabled.
Commercial and planning.
Button, disable button. Double tap to select. Disable. Disable button.
Desire.
Double tap. Disable button. Double tap to disable button. Double tap to select.
Now, I don't believe a braille display works with this because you have to know what you want to be able to unlock these levels.
Design.
Oh,
disabled.
Design. That's what that
button.
One was, not desire.
Double tap to select.
Okay.
Procurement. Disabled. Button. Construction. Disabled. Inspection. Disabled. Footage. Button. Double tap to select. Disable. Button. Double tap to select. Utilities. Disabled. Button. Footings. Disabled. Disable. Button. Columns. Disabled. Button. Girders. Disabled. Exterior. Disabled. Row. Disable. Button. Double. Disable. Button. Double tap to disable. Button. Double tap to select.
I think you need to let it read all the way through.
High rise. Exterior. Gird. Disable. Button. Double tap to disable. Button. Double tap to select. Girders. Disabled. Button. Double tap to disable. Button. Double tap to select.
Exterior's high rise. So these are just a bunch of different levels.
Civil. Road. Disabled.
Civil road.
Button. Double tap to select.
So that's a different type of category.
Canal. Disabled.
Canal.
Button.
Not sure what category that's under.
Double tap to select. Disable button. Double tap to select. Canal. Disabled.
So that's the canal.
Button. Double tap to select. Disable button. Double tap to select.
Okay, I'm not sure what that is.
Bridge. Disabled.
Bridge.
Button. Double tap to select. Disable button.
Time.
Double tap to select.
I'm trying to pick up what it's trying to say.
Canal. Disable button. Canal. Disable button. Double tap to select.
But I can't.
Tunnel.
Tunnel.
Disable. Bridge. Disable button. Disable button. Double
Tunnel,
tap
bridge,
to select.
Dance. Just bear with me.
Bridge. Disabled. Button. Double tap to select. Dam. Disabled. Button. Double tap to select.
I think as in a dam of water.
International.
International.
Steamroller. Disabled. Button. Double tap. Dam. Disable. Button. Double tap to select.
Said there?
International. Steamroller. Disabled.
International Steamroller.
Double tap. Disable. Button. Disable. Button. Double tap to select. Backhoe. Disabled. Button.
Backhoe?
Double tap to select.
Not sure what that is.
Bulldozer. Disabled.
Bulldozer?
Button. Double tap to select. Crane. Disabled.
Crane?
Button. Double tap to select. Dump truck.
Dump
Disabled.
truck.
Button. Double tap to select. Disable. Button. Double tap to
Going
select.
through quite well.
International. Dump truck. Disabled.
Okay, so all those are under
Button.
the international category.
Double tap to select. Disable. Button. Double tap to select.
Squirrel.
Hammer. Disabled. Button. Double tap to select. Screwdriver. Disabled.
Screwdriver.
Button.
Then hammer.
Hammer.
So I
Disabled.
think these are tools.
Button. Disable. Button. Double
so
tap
I
to
think
select.
these are tool based.
Hammer. Disabled.
These levels.
Button. Double tap. Saw. Disable. Button.
Yep, these are
Double
tool
tap
based.
to select.
Saw.
Level. Disabled.
Level.
Button. Double tap. Disable. Button. Double tap. Disable. Button. Double tap to select. Pliers.
Pliers.
Disabled. Button. Double tap to select. International. Grinder. Disabled.
Grinder, so it's
Button.
back into the international
Double
category.
tap to select. Drill. Disabled. Button.
As
Double
in
tap to
something you
select.
use to screw a nail or whatever, or a tactic.
Jigsaw.
A
Disabled.
jigsaw.
Button. Double tap to select. Nail. Disable. Button. Double tap to select.
Okay.
Nail gun.
Nail gun.
Disable. Disable. Button. Disable. Button. Double tap to select. Miter saw.
Miter saw.
Disabled. Button. Double tap to select. Miter saw.
And that's
Disabled.
So I'm gonna do.
Back. Disable. Disable. But. Top. Disable. Gird. Disable. Foot. Disable. Ins. Disable. Disable. Play. Disable. Root. Disable. Plug.
I'm gonna show you which one I'm gonna do.
Disable. Button. Disable. Back. Disable. Win. Disable. Dash. Disable. Floor. Disable. Top. Disable. Trim. Button. Double tap to
Trim.
select. Back. Button. Double
Now
tap
I'm
to
gonna
select.
show you that each one of these has its own desired number of levels.
You 1 button. You have 1 but 2, 3 but 4 but 5 but 6, 7, 8, 9 but 10, 11 but 12 but 13 but 14 but 15, 6 disable button. Disable button. 8 disable button. 8 disable.
Now I'm gonna show you that right now. I'm gonna go into another one of these.
Back button. Back button. Double tap to select.
Another one of these may not have the same number of levels, and I'm going to show you that with paint.
You paint button. Back. You have 423 gold. 1.
So it
button.
starts at 1, then it goes
2,
2,
3, but 4, button. 5, 6, button. 7, but 8, but 9, but 10, but 11, but 12, but 12, button.
So that one goes
Double tap
up to
to select.
12 only, and I think they all gradually increase up by 3. So then I believe level 2 has
back
15
button. You paint shell button.
I believe that has
Double tap
15,
trim button.
18,
Disable
21,
button. Floors
24,
disable
27,
button. Windows
30,
disable
33,
button. Kitchen disabled
36,
button. Addition
39,
disable found disable button. Double tap to
42,
select. Disable button.
45,
Double tap. Disable button.
48,
Double disable button. Double tap to select.
51,
Roof. Disabled. Button.
54,
Commercial.
57,
Planning. Design. Disable button. Double tap to select.
60,
Procurement.
63,
Disabled. Construction.
66,
Disable button.
69,
High rise. Footings.
72,
Disable. Disable button. Double tap
75,
to disable button. Double tap to select.
78,
Girders. Disabled.
81,
Disable button. Double tap to
84,
select. Civil. Road.
87,
Disable. Disable button. Double tap to
91,
select.
no, 90,
Tunnel. Disabled.
93,
Bridge. Disabled.
96,
Dam.
99,
Disabled. International. Steamroller. Disabled.
102,
Button. Backhoe. Disabled.
105,
Bulldozer. Disabled.
108,
Button. Disable button. Double tap to
111,
dump. Disable button. Double tap to
114,
disable button. Double tap to
117,
select. Disable button. Double tap to
120,
select. Saw. Disable button. Double tap
123,
to disable button. Double tap to
126,
disable button. Double
129,
tap disable button. Double tap to select.
132,
Drill. Disabled.
135,
Jig. Disable button. Double tap to
138,
nail. Disable button. Double tap to select.
141,
Miter saw. Disabled.
144,
Disable
and
button.
that's it. So I
Double
believe
tap to select.
the highest one, which is the miter saw, may have a lot of complicating words in it. Will have up to 144 levels, and you're not going to be required to complete that all in one day, just so you know. Whatever you do, if you're in a special ed class, you only do in one day. If you're only asking that your kids do, let's say, 9 levels, and they proceed to do, let's say, 12, 15, or 18, then you can give them those bonus points because they're proving to you that they want to work harder and they want to get more done in the day. That's not the case with me. What I'm going to do is we're going to attempt to finish level 3. And just to verify that level 2 has 15 and that I was counting correctly,
shell paint. You have 4 shell
Level two.
button. Back. You have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, but 7, 18, 18 button.
Oh, actually,
Double tap
I
to
was
select.
counting wrong, so they may all increase by their own amount. So if this one had 15, then I would have been counting correctly because
17.
Yeah.
Back button. Back but back. You have pan shelf
1, 2,
trim
3.
button. Disable
So
trim
I haven't
button.
unlocked
Back.
level 4 yet.
Button.
So we're going to do
Double tap to select.
trim, and we're going to pick up where I left off. So this doesn't have explore by touch, just so you know. So you have to swipe left to right.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
We're gonna
8,
go to
9, 10,
level,
11,
I
12,
think,
13, 14 button. Double
14.
tap to disable button. 14 button. Trim 14.
14, I think, is where I last left off before I was about to start. So I finished 13. I went back to the home screen and started this video.
Pause. You have 423 gold.
So it'll show you your amount of gold, and it'll next to that it'll show you the amount of words you need to find.
Level goals. You found 0 of 7 words.
On this level,
Swipe
we
down
have
to jump directly to the play area.
On this level, we have to find 7 words, and it'll show you the words you need to find, the letter of words. So that way, you don't just go scrolling to whatever. So the first, well, you don't need to find them in order, but whatever. The first set of words we probably should find is
2-letter word.
2-letter
Not
words.
found. 3-letter word.
Then the
not
second
found.
set of words we should find is probably 3-letter words.
3-letter word. 3-letter word. 3-letter word. 4-letter word. Not
then we
found.
have 1 4-letter word, I think.
4-letter word.
2.
Cap button.
Okay,
Double
then
tap
it'll
to
show you the
select.
letters you need to type out. You're going to type them out in the order, well, not in the order you see them. You're just going to try to build words with these. So, yeah. Let's look at our letters, and we're going to start seeing what words we can build with this. Just to get an idea.
capital, cap, button, double, cap, button, double tap to cap, button, level goals, 4-letter, cap, button, cap, button,
So I know
double
my
tap to
second letter is
select,
an O, but I can't see my first letter.
cap R,
R.
button,
Okay. Oh, I think I know what
double
we're going
tap
to
to
type out
select,
here. R.
R, capital,
O.
R, O, row, cap E, button,
R.
R, O, E,
E.
row, cap V, check word, button, double
Okay.
tap to
Then when
select,
you're done with one word, just type or just go to the bottom. Just go to this button, this first button here, where it says check word, and you're going to hear this tone.
found word, ROE,
Okay. Now, one thing you will need to note though, this will not accept names. Like, if you come across the letters M, N, Y, and A, it won't accept A, M, Y for Amy. It also won't accept M, Y, A for Maya. It won't accept names. It won't accept persons' names. It will accept, it did accept for me when I did another level earlier, May. I don't know if it accepted it as in May the month or as in the other type of May, like May the power be with you. But I do know it does not accept people's names. And I'll show you that maybe in the future. We're going to keep finding words. If I can find another word with this set of letters that we have here, then cool. We're going to go again now. We're going to look through our same list of letters to find more words. Now, I believe there was a 2-letter word here, so I'm going to just get that typed out for us real quick.
cap, button, level goals, 4-letter, cap, button,
So I'm going to go to number
double,
2.
cap, O,
O.
cap, O, R, or.
And that right there is one word, so I'm just going to swipe over until I hear check word.
Cap, but check word, button, found word, or.
Okay, there we go. And I want to see if I can show you what happens when you find all the words required. No, I don't know if rove is a word, but I'm going to check that right now. ROVE.
Cap, button, capital, button, cap R, capital R, O, cappy, button, cap R, O, cappy, R, O, V, E, rove.
I don't believe that's a word, but
cap V, check button.
Check.
Good job.
Oh, it is a word. Okay. Rove. Okay. So
Cap V, button. Double tap to select.
R. Okay. I can't think of any R words right now.
Cappy, cap, word found, rove.
Yep, there's the 4-letter word.
4-letter word, not found.
Okay.
3-letter word, not word found. ROE. 3-letter word, 3-letter word found, or.
Okay, so, and it'll show you, like I said, if you go all the way up top, it'll show you how many out of how many words you found.
You found 3 of 7 words. Swipe down to jump directly to the play area.
It says we found 3 of 7 words, which is true. We only found 3 of them. We have to find 4 more. Okay.
Word found, or. 3-letter word, 4 word, cap, button. Double tap to select.
Okay. So we already found row as in ROE. I think that's row a boat. That's to row a boat. I'm not sure though. I don't have. Okay, I was thinking something else, but I don't have what I thought I was. Let me think.
Capital button.
O.
Double tap to select.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Cappy, but cap O V cap O V E cap button O V E R over cap check button found word over.
Okay, beautiful. I like that little tone, and I know a lot of kids are going to get a kick out of that because it is good, cute little thing that you get, and kids may feel emotional, and like I said, this is a cool, cute little thing for kids to play with, and a lot of people would like it.
Cap V button. Double tap Cappy button. Double tap to select.
Let me try typing in a word in Spanish. Not that this will work, but I do know it is a word, but I don't know if it'll work.
Cap V button. V Cappy V E cap button. Double tap V E O VO.
Veo, as in that word basically means in Spanish see.
Cappy cap check
Like
button.
the word
Double tap to
see,
select.
as you can see.
Invalid word.
Yeah, see, it doesn't recognize it. V.
Cap V.
Let me try something else.
V.
V.
Cap capital but
O.
V O cap V
R.
O cap cap V O R E vor.
Vor.
Cap check
This
button.
may not
Double
mean
tap
anything.
to select. Invalid word.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. VORE doesn't mean anything. Now, if you're unsure, what you can do
Clear shuffle button
is
double tap to get a button.
get a hint.
Uncovered letter V. 3-letter word. Uncovered letter O. 3-letter word V O blank.
Now that deducts 3 gold points off your balance every time you use a hint. So be careful and not use too many.
Shuffle clear check cap button V cappy button capital.
I have a feeling VOER might be something.
Cap V cap VOER Ver.
Ver. I don't know what that word means, but
cap check word button.
But this
Double tap
also
to
does give a chance for kids to learn new words that they probably have never heard of before. Like this one, for instance, I've never heard of the word Ver. VOER.
Invalid word. Clear check word button. Double tap to select. Clear shuffle button. Get a button. Uncovered letter E. 3-letter word completed. VOE. Uncovered letter O. 3-letter word O blank. Blank. Shuffle clear check cap word found over. Word found rove. Word 3-letter word not found. Word found ROE. 3-letter word O blank. Blank. Word found 3-letter word O word found you found 4 word 3-letter word O blank. Blank.
O-R.
Word
Oh,
found.
I think I know which one.
3-letter word found cap button. R capital button cappy button
E?
R cap check invalid word.
Okay, because it leaves it there as a hint, but you actually have to type it out. So that's a bit confusing. So when you check for hints, it leaves them there, but you actually have to know what letter it is once you saw the hint, and you have to type it out. Otherwise, it's not going to count it. Okay, now I get it. O.
Cap V, but cap button, capital button,
O
cap
R
O R cap O R E check found word ORE.
Or I think as in something that would be in the sea. So I'm not sure what that means. What that version of or is, but whatever.
Cap V, but cappy button. Double tap to select capital button. Double O. Cap R button. Double tap to O R cap cappy but cap O R cappy button O R V E or cap check invalid word.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything either. Now, if you manage to get a word that's not in the list, but it detects it and recognizes it as a word, you're going to get bonus points. It'll even say you get bonus points for finding an extra word, but it won't say that's not what we want. That's not what it's looking for. It won't tell you that that's not what it's looking for. So keep that in mind.
Cap V button. Check clear shuffle
Let me
button.
use a
Double
hint.
tap to get a button. Double uncovered letter R. Uncovered letter E. 3-letter word R E blank.
R-E-V maybe?
Shuffle clear check cap V button. Cappy button. Capo button. Cap R R.
Let me try.
Cappy button R. Cap V R. Check. Well done. Level completed.
Oh, okay. Hey, that worked. Perfect. All right. Cool. And there you just heard what happens when you complete an entire level right there. When you manage to complete a level. Now, I believe these are called stages. So we won't be able to complete the rest of the stage today, I don't think. But that's pretty much it. Now, when you complete the whole stage, it will automatically unlock the next level. So you'll have to back out of the old one and go into the new one. And you just keep progressing through. Now,
back to level list button.
we can do back to
Double
level
tap to
list,
select.
which will allow you to view your levels that have been unlocked.
Next level.
Or we can
button.
go to the next level
Double
and
tap
start
to
it already.
select.
Which, like I said, some of these are going to have a lot of levels. Some of these stages are going to have a lot of levels. And a teacher may only require you to complete a certain amount. You know, you as a teacher may only require a student to complete a certain amount of levels before they can stop or take a break, before they have to get back to work. If they choose to complete an entire stage in one day, that's on them. But I will say, don't get ahead of yourself, because you may get tired. So I'm actually not going to go to the next level. I'm going to go back to the level list and show you that we unlocked level 15, just in case if you don't believe me.
Back to level list. Back button.
Okay.
Double tap. You have 1, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 button.
15.
Double tap to select.
Right there. There's 15. So you'd have to do 15, 16,
disable,
17,
disable button,
and
8,
18
disable button.
before
Double
you
tap
can move
to
on to the next
select.
stage. Starting with stage 1. Now, as I've already showed you, stage 1 only has 12, and they all keep progressing, slowly and slowly.
Back button.
So
Double tap to
I'm
select.
going to back out of here.
But you have 405 gold. D. I. Paint button. Double tap to select.
Okay.
You back.
So I'm going to back
button.
out of here once more
Double
time.
tap to select. Games page. Back.
And this is easy. This right here is accessible. So you can just easily tap with one finger if you wanted to maneuver.
Word builder. Button.
I'm going to go back into Word Builder.
Word back. But direct
And
touch.
we're
Double
going to
tap to
try
select.
turning off VoiceOver.
Alert. Accept. Selected. Alert. Accessibility shortcuts. Low 10%. Low close.
I need to charge up my
Back.
phone.
Accept. Button. Double tap to select. Access. Back. Selected. VoiceOver off.
Okay. So this doesn't work without VoiceOver. Okay, now, yeah, these games are technically meant to be used, especially the direct touch games. They're meant to be played with using VoiceOver.
Cancel select. VoiceOver selected.
There we go.
VoiceOver on. Game World. Direct touch area. Use the rotor to enable direct touch. For this app, swipe left and right to navigate. Swipe up and down to quickly jump between groups of elements. Swipe up with 2 fingers to read the entire screen from the top. Double tap to activate an item. D. I. Y. Back. Button. Double tap to select.
So, Now, if this is if you're doing this with someone with low vision, I'm not for sure on this, but I think there's like little animations and there's pictures that go along with this. So this may also be useful for someone with low vision because they can look up at the screen up close and see the picture if there is one, while still trying to build their words to refresh their memory. So that's a pretty cool little feature. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this thing does have visuals, but yeah. So, in that sense, this is just basically a fun little game for young kids and those in special needs classes to work with, and this is a fun little curricular activity that you can do, that you can play with. I sure like it, but I'll tell you that it's going to take you a long, long time to complete everything. If you like it and really want to stick with it and stay on top of it during the whole day, cool. You can stay on it the whole day. However you complete is however much you choose to complete. So, you can get this off of the App Store. It's called Game World. You'll have to create an account with a guest user, and you'll have to edit your profile and settings. So, yeah, that's one thing you'll have to make sure you do, so that if you're a teacher of kids in a special needs class, you don't lose your information. Because it's very important that you keep that so that you can slowly progress through this. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you liked it, tell me what you think. Leave me some feedback. It would definitely help. And that covers pretty much everything for this. I will, maybe in the future I'll teach Ludo and how that works, but you have to, that is a fast-paced game. Like, you cannot stop. Word Builder is more, you go at your own pace, but like I said, you kind of gotta go slow for it to work correctly in that sense. So, I'm gonna
Back.
close it off here.
Games pay back button. 50. Home. Settings button. Change your username, avatar, or other game setting.
There you go. So, I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
65%. 60%. Screen